I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today we're going to have an unboxing of another Shooting Targets7 product. This one is called a 1-2-3 gallery, and I'll be showing you why. I haven't seen it yet. In fact, the box right here is still sealed up. The only thing I have seen, and this sounds like a lot of parts, is this right here. I am sure this is the top bar, but we're going to get into this and see what we got. Gonna box it here, and it looks like it's wrapped up pretty doggone good. Put it up here, because this came inside of another box too. Hopefully there's nothing I'm cutting into. And this tape's tough. There we go. Alright, we got all sorts of gadgets in here. First off, I'll tell you right now what this is. This is the hanger for it. And you can see the wet hang. It already goes at the natural lean that it should have. And that's the way it's going to go on the bar. And then down here, you can put the target either way. You can either put it this side or this side, but if you put it on this side, you'll get a little bit more lean, which is probably the best thing to have. We'll get these out though, and we'll take a look. Okay, here's the springs right here. In fact, I just found out this bar is for another target. There were supposed to be two packages here, and FedEx split them up, and I don't get the other one till tomorrow. Well, this one right here actually belongs with the other, so that doesn't belong with this. Put that over here. Won't be using that because everything's in here that we're going to be needing. These are the double springs, and those fasten this down so that they don't slide side to side, which I'll be showing you. These are the pins that you need for the legs that stand up, which I'll also be showing you. These right here are the targets. This is the reason it's called 1-2-3, which I'll also be showing you. Here's some more of these. They're all put together and ready to go. That's always nice, because otherwise what you'd have to do is you'd have to assemble it with putting this on here like this and then bolting it in, but it's already done for you. You don't have to worry about it. They had a great sale on these, by the way. Got the whole set. And these are AR500s, and I got the whole set for 38 bucks. Otherwise, it'd cost me around 130, I guess. So I got the whole thing for 38. That's not too bad. And here's the little brackets that I was telling you about on those other things that slide into here to hold them in, and they'll go like that. We'll put the legs on with that. I'll show you that too. And here we are. This is the last of the parts. And what this is that's a top bar and the legs. The legs have got the holes in them like that, and then you've got a top bar down here that don't. So let's get all this apart, and then I'll show you what we're going to do to put it together. All right, I got all the parts laid out here, and first thing I'm going to do is show you how to put those legs together. The stand legs that you have on either end, because they fan out like that, this is what the top pipe goes into. And your legs have these holes right here. See those? Okay, you stick this in here and you line up that hole, and then once you've lined up the hole, you take one of these pins right here that I showed you, and you take that and you put that in right just like that, right through it, and you clamp it over, and there it is. Now it's not going to come out of there. Take another one of the legs, do the same thing with this side, bring it down, line up that hole, take another pin, through it goes, snap it in, and there you go. Now you got your leg. And we got another one of these to put together, so I'll go and do that, and then we'll be right back. I got the legs ready. Now I'm going to show you here, and I've already put one of these on here so you can see what you do. You have these spring fasteners right here. And what these are for is to keep this from sliding either direction. And this is that bracket I showed you before, the hanger I should say. And you can see, and it won't come off there. But I am surprised that this has got such a much bigger hole. I don't remember them being like that for these 3/4 inch, because this is a 3/4 inch one, by the way. A lot of them are 1 inch, and this will fit 1 inch, and maybe it's one size, you know, fits all, whatever. I don't know. But you can see it won't go this way, and you can turn this so that this is actually on the back side on these springs to keep it if you want, or top, whichever way, so that you can kind of keep it out of firing at it. And I told you could put this on either side, and you can, but the manufacturer has really bolted this down tight. So maybe he's changed his mind and decided, well, you should put it in the back. And I'll show you what this is like. I've already taken the nut off of here. It goes on just like that. And then, of course, once it's tightened down, and you don't want these real tight. You want them to wiggle a little bit. Of course, these are wiggling anyway. But you tighten it down to a certain extent so it's got a little bit of freedom. And then these, because you'll have 3 of them. You're going to have 3, but each time you put a spring into here, just like you got it down here, like I showed you. So what you want to do is have them all spaced out, just like this. And then, you know, measure what you want between them, because you're going to have enough room down here to put those in the brackets, which I'm going to be showing you here in a second. But these, like I said, why is it called 1, 2, 3? Well, that's what I'm going to show you. It's because of these targets. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. 1, 2, 3. That's simple. And what it is it's to re-hone your shooting skills in. And being an AR500 and a 1/4 inch, you can shoot up to, I think it's about a 44 on these. Anyway, it'll easily take rim fire, and any of those, a 9mm, it'll take that. So, you know, they're pretty good that way. Well, I'm going to put this thing together a little bit more, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like once we put the legs and everything. Before I forget though, I am going to show you how to attach one of these springs, because it's not just simply sliding it on. You're going to need a pair of pliers, because you're going to have to pull these together like this. I mean, you really got to pull them together and put it on there. And once you get it going, once you get it on there far enough, then you take them around this way and you pinch them down this direction. And you get, like I said, it really takes some squeezing to get them down, like you can see here. And we'll put this down here to about where I probably want the next one. I'm going to put one in the middle, and then I'm going to space them out that way. And I'm not going to keep you here on camera doing that. And I want to get all of these the same direction. In other words, you know, this one will be up here. But I wanted to show you that, and then you slide the next one on, just like this. Then you put another spring on, and then you put your other one. Of course, you put your spring, and then you put the next one, and that's how you do it. So let me get these in place, and then I'll show you how it looks. And I got it together, and I'm gonna tell you what I did here too, in order to make these even. As you can tell, they're even. They're right on the mark. I measured to the middle, which the middle of this bar is 12.5 inches, and then I split it up, which of course is 6 1/4. So I put this one 6 1/4, this one 12.5, and this one 6 1/4, and that's what we've got right down the line. So works pretty good that way. And these, I have screwed them into the back. You notice I've got them just a little bit loose, like the company says to do. And now we'll put them in the bar, and I'll show you what you do with this. So let's get down here and put it down here. Right, these are the legs. This is how you put them on here. And by the way, I'll show you something else too that you can do. You notice how this slides in? Well, they've got some more of these springs, and I won't bother putting those on right now. But they got some more of these springs like this, a couple more, and you put one on either end where you want this to stop so that you don't have this happen. But I just wanted to show you the way this looks. And there, we'll take it like this. We'll get this one. And it slides in just like that. Put your legs out. That's why I say you take those other springs and you put those down there, as those are a stop. But now you can see the way that you can see the whole target now with it, the way it swings. And these, like I said, you're supposed to keep these just a little bit loose like this. And then this will keep these from sliding over. But we'll definitely, I got them right over here. We'll definitely take these springs right here, and we'll put one on either end to where we want to keep these legs. You want to keep the legs out to a certain extent because you don't want them too close to where maybe for some reason you would shoot them. It just depends on how high up you want it or where you want it, but I would suggest maybe putting them out to like here, well, about where this one is. This one needs to go out about that far too, probably, so that it stays away from your target. Anyway, that's what it looks like put together. Well, that was the shooting Targets7 123 outfit that they have there, gallery, and you can see how you put it together. There's not too much to it. It takes just a little bit of time because these springs can be a little bit sticky getting them on. And like I said, I'll put these other two down here. This company, it's American made, and it's also owned and operated by veterans. So this is a good old USA. And like Mark says, let freedom ring. And I guess that's what we'll do. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to paint these whatever color we want, or leave them that way, however you would want it. That's up to you. And then we're going to shoot them at some point. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.